Hello and welcome. We're so glad you're here. In this video, I'll be your guide as we explore your new 11th Shelf account together. We'll take a look at your dashboard, understand how your wallets work, and walk through just how simple it is to add money and get started. Ready? Let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about your wallets. When you log in, you'll notice you have two main ones, a funding wallet and a holding wallet. Think of your funding wallet as your personal loading bay. It's set in the currency you signed up with, like Ugandan shillings, for example, and it's the first stop for any money you deposit. Now, your funding wallet has a very handy feature, an auto transfer switch. When you have auto transfer turned on, any money you add is automatically sent straight into pending investments. You don't have to lift a finger to move it manually, ensuring your money gets put to work as quickly as possible. If you turn it off, the money will simply sit in your funding wallet until you decide to transfer it yourself. And that brings us to the holding wallet. This is where the magic happens. This wallet is always in US dollars because that's the currency we use for all our investments. So what's the real difference? Money in your holding wallet is what's actually invested and earning you returns. Money just sitting in your funding wallet isn't invested yet. That pending investment status you'll see is just a brief stopover. It means your funds have been received by our custodian and are in the queue to be invested. Once the process is complete, you'll see the money pop right into your holding wallet. So to keep it simple, with auto transfer on, your money flows seamlessly from your deposit to pending investments and finally into your holding wallet, which is what grows your wealth. All right, let's take a quick tour of your dashboard. Right at the top, you'll see a section for quick actions. These are just a few suggested steps to help you get fully set up, like adding a next of kin or enabling extra security. Below that, you'll find the pending investments area we just talked about. Any funds on their way to being invested will appear here. Next up is your holdings section. This is really cool. It shows you what percentage of the total group investments you own. Think of it like your slice of the pie. If your share is 2% and the group earns $10 in a day, you'll get 2% of that $10. Your percentage goes up when you deposit more and might adjust if others deposit more, but your actual money is always yours. Curious about where the money's going? The top 5 holdings section shows you the primary assets the group is invested in. And if you're a details person, you can click to view the full list of our assets under management. Finally, at the bottom of the page, you'll see a beautiful performance graph. This tracks how the group's investments are performing over time, giving you a clear picture of the journey. Now that you know your way around, let's put that auto transfer feature to the test and add some money. First, I'll make sure my auto transfer switch is turned on, because I want my deposit to go straight to work and to new accounts is on by default. Now I'll click the big Add Funds button. That takes me to the deposit page. On this page, there are a couple of things to keep in mind. You'll see a 3.8% transaction fee. It's important to know that this fee comes from our payment partner, Peaceapal, and not from us. There's also a minimum deposit to get started. This amount depends on your currency. For example, it's 15,000 shillings in Uganda. I'll go ahead and enter the amount I'd like to add, making sure it's above the minimum, and then click Continue. We'll show you a quick transaction summary with the amount, the fee, and the total, so you can double-check everything. It all looks good, so I'll click and proceed. Next, the payment screen will appear. Just select your favorite way to pay. In this example, I'll choose Visa. Once your payment goes through, you'll see a confirmation message. And because I had auto transfer enabled, the system is now automatically moving those funds into pending investments for me. It's completely hands-free.
Each step forward sets the pace. Clouds of doubt just fade away.
Now let's explore what happens when you want more hands-on control. Why would you turn auto transfer off? Well, sometimes you might want your money to sit in your funding wallet for a bit. Perhaps you're preparing for a peer-to-peer or P2P transfer, which is a fantastic feature we'll cover in just a moment. But a quick word of caution, When you turn this feature off, it's really important to remember that you have money sitting in your funding wallet. That money is entirely yours. We don't have control over it and can't invest it for you. It's up to you to put it to work. Okay, let's see it in action. First, I'm going to go to my dashboard and toggle the auto transfer switch to the off position. Now I'll click on Add Funds and follow the exact same steps as before. I'll enter the amount, confirm the summary, and complete the payment. All right, the transaction is complete. But this time, when we come back to the dashboard, notice the difference? The money is now sitting right there in my funding wallet, and there's nothing in pending investments. So how do we get it into our investments? Simple. You just need to click the transfer button. This takes us to the transfer page. As you can see, it shows my available balance in my local currency. Below that, we have two tabs: Transfer to Holding Wallet and P2P Transfer. Let's start by investing some of this money. I'll stay on the Transfer to Holding Wallet tab. You'll notice a handy Use Max Amount button, which would fill in the entire balance. But for this example, I only want to invest a portion of it, so I'll just type in the amount I want. And watch this, as I type, it instantly shows me how much I'll receive in US dollars, since our holding wallet is in USD. It's a great way to see the conversion in real time. Once I'm happy with the amount, I'll click to complete the transfer. I get a success message, and you can see that my funding wallet balance has gone down. That money is now on its way to my investments. Now, what about the rest of the money? This is where the P2P transfer comes in. This feature allows you to send money directly to another user on the platform. The biggest advantage is that it helps the other person avoid paying the 3.8% payment gateway fee. The idea is that they can give you the money directly, say in cash, or through a local mobile money service, and you transfer the funds to them on the platform. It's built on trust, so make sure you only do this with people you know. To start, I'll click on the P2P Transfer tab. The most important thing here is the recipient's username. You have to get this exactly right. They can find their username on their account details page. I'll type in my friend's username here. Then I'll enter the amount I want to send. Since I want to transfer all of the remaining funds, I'll just click the Max button. I'll confirm the transfer and success. That money is now instantly sent to my friend. It will show up in their funding wallet, just like it did for me. And if they have their auto transfer turned on, the system will automatically start investing it for them. Let's turn our attention back to the holding wallet. Remember, this is where your invested money lives. The number you see here isn't just what you've put in, it's your total portfolio value, your initial investment plus any returns you've earned. Now, after you transfer money to be invested, it first goes into pending investments. This process can sometimes take up to 3 business days, but let's imagine we got lucky today and our transfer caught the investment round just in time, and there we go. The money has now been invested, and you can see our portfolio value has updated. This is your money actively working for you. To get a closer look, let's click on Details. This is your holding wallet's detailed view. Right at the top, you'll see your portion of the returns made by the group for the day. This number can be a gain or a loss because that's the nature of the stock market. But don't worry, over time, the goal is always growth, which you can track with your overall account performance. Below this, you have 2 tabs, Overview and Withdraw. The Overview tab gives you a clear summary. You can see how much you've invested in total, how much you've withdrawn from your investments so far, and your actual withdrawable balance. And just below that, you'll find your portfolio's growth since you first started. Now let's talk about taking money out. Let's head over to the Withdraw tab. This is the first step in a 2-step process to get your money from your investments back to you. Here you can decide how much you want to pull out of your investments in US dollars. You can type in an amount or simply use the Max button to withdraw everything. Notice how it shows you, in real time, the estimated amount you'll receive in your local currency. Once you're satisfied, press and continue. Just like that, the money has been moved from your holding wallet back into your funding wallet. It's no longer invested, and it's now ready for the final step. To get the money back into your personal bank account or mobile money, you simply click the main Withdraw button on your dashboard. This takes you to the final withdrawal page. Here you can see your available balance. Just enter the amount you'd like to take out and select your preferred payment option. If you don't have one saved, you can easily add it. Once you click continue, that's it. Your money is on its way to you, and best of all, there are no additional costs for this final withdrawal. And that completes our journey. From adding funds and choosing your investment style, to watching your portfolio grow and accessing your money with ease. You are now fully equipped to navigate your account with confidence. We're thrilled to have you with us. Happy investing.
high.